Cheek with Mike'sGuitarLessons.com, and this is the first video for Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf. And just a quick note, if you want to check out some of my other videos for this song and the hundreds of other songs I've done, you can go to www.Mike'sGuitarLessons.com and go to the sample lessons page. I've just redone it, and it's got a lot more videos on it than it used to, and I'm adding more every time I do new videos. Also, I have videos on Facebook that I don't have on YouTube, so if you want to go there and add me as a friend, or even join my group, which is Mike's Guitar Lessons, I have videos there that you won't see on YouTube. And you can also follow me on Twitter. My name on Twitter is just Mike's Guitar. So, if you want to go ahead and get started, the first thing we're going to play is this these intro chords. Okay. Now, what I'm playing there is actually a full bar chord. It's an E, but you can actually play power chords if you want. Okay. But what you're going to do is put your first finger in the 7th fret of the A string, and then put your third finger on the 9th fret of the D, the G, and the B string. Okay? And if you are leaving it as a power chord, you're just going to play the A and the D. Okay? Now, the rhythm at the beginning is pretty simple. You just need to make sure you mute well. So when you mute in between the chords, you're going to touch your right hand to the strings down here and let the pressure up on your left hand. Okay? Not all the way off the strings, but let the pressure up a little bit. And you're going to play it just like this. Okay? One more time. Now after that, you're going to change the notes up a little bit. Now, even though I'm holding down the full bar chord here, I'm going to switch to a power chord right here. And so my first finger doesn't change, but my third finger is only pressing down the D string now in the 9th fret. I'm going to play that chord. Then I'm going to use my pinky to play the 11th fret on the D string. And I'm going to keep my first finger where it's at. Then go back to using your third finger on the 9th fret of the D string. And then switch one more time. Using your pinky, you're going to play the 12th fret of the D string and the 7th fret of the A string. Okay, so it's a pretty common riff. You may have played in other songs before. Now, what you basically do is play that 4 times in the beginning before the verse starts. What I actually do, though, and you saw me playing that clip at the beginning of the video, is I add in a small little lick that the bass guitar plays, but I just play it on this kind of guitar. It sounds pretty good if you get tired of playing, nothing but chords, a bunch of chords in a row. So if you want to add that in there, what you're going to do is play this riff 3 times. After you play that 3 times, then you're going to play the chord one more time, like that, and that's when you have to switch to this riff, which is just, okay? And again, it's not guitar playing it, so when you listen to the song, it'll sound lower than that, and that's because it is. It's the bass guitar. So what I do there is I slide from 5 to 7 on the A string, then I play 5th fret on the A string again, then 7th fret on the E. Okay, so, oops. Then 7 on the A string again, 5 on the A, and 7 on the E. Okay, so that's it. Oh, and I forgot the last 2. Then you're going to play 7 on the A, and then 5 on the A again, and that ends it. Okay? Now, that happens exactly 12 seconds into the song if you want to actually look at the song, and that'll help you pinpoint it a little better. 12 seconds into the studio version is where that happens. Now, right after you finish that riff, you've got to get back to this first chord, so you go. Okay? So that's where we're actually starting the verse and the lyrics come in, and that is 14 seconds into the song, I believe. So what you're going to do here is not use the whole chord. Even if you're holding down the bar chord, you're going to play open on the E string. You're going to play 7 on the A, and 9 on the D, and that's about as far as you want to strum. I'm holding down the whole thing for later, but you just want to strum that far, and you're going to palm mute. Okay, and I'm strumming it 7 times, and then you're going to strum it all the way through without palm muting. Okay, so after that, then you go back to this riff where you go. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Okay, now you're going to play that 4 times in a row. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I accidentally went to the different part, but basically you play that 4 times in a row. So. Okay, and then 2 more times after that. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit to the next thing so that I can show you a little bit before my time runs out here, okay? What you're going to do, actually, in the song, you've got a G chord, A chord, and then an E chord, okay? Now, those are pretty common chords, so I'm not going to explain them here. I'll go into more detail on the next video, just in case you don't know how to play those chords. But it's G, an A, and an E. Now, you can just play those, strum them 1 time and let them ring. But there's a riff. Well, not a riff actually. There's a few licks in the song that happen during that E chord. So what I like to do is strum the G, strum the A, and then just play an open E, the thick E string, and then play whatever lick I have to play right there. So it's going to be. And the first one I have to play is this. Okay, so it's going to go. Alright, now that happens about 30 seconds, 29 seconds into the song, and what you're doing is you're sliding from the 7th fret to the 9th fret on the D string. Then you're going to play 7th fret on the G string, then 9th fret on the G string, and you're going to bend it up, bend it back down, and then pull off the 7th fret. So, and then play 9th fret on the D string. Okay, so okay. Now I'll tell you what, I'm a little worried that I'm going to run out of time. I don't know exactly how close to 10 minutes I'm getting. So I'm going to make a second video, but I'll put it on my sample lessons page. So go to www.mikesguitarlessons.com and look on my sample lessons page, and you'll find this Born to Be Wild Part 2 on there. Okay, I'll put the first video and the second video there, so I can finish up what I